This is Hannibal back here from the Hannibal TV on YouTube. Wrestling terminology time. What is heat in professional wrestling? Well, it can be a few things. There can be legitimate heat, like if you are the Iron Sheik and there's an Iranian hostage crisis and you're going to the ring, talking about Iran or Sergeant Slaughter, again with the Iron Sheik being an Iraqi sympathizer during the Gulf War. You can have heat because, for instance, you're anti-American. You could be like me and have heat because you go against the grain and anger people and don't really care about what they think. That can be another way of having heat. You could do something dastardly, like Abdullah the Butcher, cheat in matches and use a fork, or the Sheik with his pencil, getting heat to the crowd. You're cheating, so the crowd is going to hate you. Or you can do the old thing, pulling the tights in a wrestling match to get the pin. That used to be heat back when people suspended their disbeliefs more. You could also have backstage heat. If you're arrogant backstage, if you're like Shawn Michaels, you have a lot of pull backstage and a lot of people are jealous of you back how he was in the 90s and you treated lower people like shit. You could get heat from that. If you don't go around and shake everyone's hand, you could get heat from that. That's called backstage heat. There can be beef for two wrestlers. Maybe they each like a similar ring rat, which you're not supposed to go after each other's ring rats, and some people say you are. And if you do, it's called building fences, and you get heat over that, which I don't think that happens as much. But there's all kinds of heat. You can have heat if you're too stiff in a match, like Ahmed Johnson. And people said the Ultimate Warrior was really stiff, so he had heat. So there's the behind the scenes heat type of thing, where wrestlers can have heat with other wrestlers, or a lot of people have heat with Jim Cornette, because he spins things his own way. He'll tell stories on everything to make it look like he's the greatest and everyone else is the worst. And a lot of people will hold that against him, but the people that like him will give whoever he hates heat, like Vince Russo. He's another heat magnet, which I'm sure there's reasons for it and some reasons against it. But there's another guy with a lot of backstage heat, and a lot of that had to do with people that didn't like his booking or people that didn't feel like he deserved his position. But I will say, I think his father's going through some health issues, so hope he's doing all right with that. But yeah, there's all kinds of heat in wrestling. Cheap heat is like the Mick Foley type, that to get cheered, he would come to the ring in the local town's hockey jersey. That can be good heat. Or you could wear the rival town's jersey to have bad heat. Or I was talking about Lanny Poffo in my news update. He would give a poem. Let's say he was in Ottawa, and he actually did this in Ottawa. He gave a poem about the Toronto Maple Leafs being number one in the arena where the Ottawa Senators used to play. That made him one of the top heels of the night. That's cheap heat, but it still does the trick. But that's not going to draw you long-term heat. An angle can have heat too. Like when the Mega Powers exploded, there was real heat to that angle. People believed it because it was built up so much. When the way that they broke up, people really bought into it. There was heat to that. So there's multiple definitions of heat, but the way it's used the most is if you're a bad guy, you want to draw heat when you come out. You want the crowd to boo you. That's called heel heat. And the other way it's used a lot, and people get confused sometimes, is backstage heat. Like Scott Hall had backstage heat with Marty Jannetty because Marty Jannetty destroyed a hotel room and put it under Scott Hall's name, so Scott Hall attacked him. So that's why they had heat. And even though Marty said it was okay, and he kind of got what he deserved and never got revenge, he still holds a grudge about it to this day, whether he'll admit it or not. I know for a fact he still does. So there you go. I guess Marty won, though. Between two people with personal demons, Marty's still alive, and sadly, Hall's been gone for a few years now. So rest in peace. And I hope that explains it for you. For everyone asking me, I'll be back with another wrestling terminology definition soon.